I'll tell you, my goal is kind of twofold. One is just go out and see people's cars and hear their stories about the cars and why they chose the cars they did and what they liked about them. The other one is that it gives me the opportunity to find out where all of them are.
Okay.
Someday, somebody's going to want to sell one that I want, or maybe I'll be able to talk somebody out of one that I want, and have an opportunity to buy it, or at least be the first one. I see shows all the time we go and watch on YouTube where people are finding cars that are stuck in barns, and and you're like, how do you find those cars? And I said, well, let's start hunting them down and have people bring them to us, and we'll tell stories about them. And I said, well, there are. So this is a 64.5, right? That's what you said.
That's what the numbers show.
Right. And y'all bought it. How long ago had it?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
About 3 to 4 years.
And you bought it to restore?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you restore cars?
Well, we try to.
Try to.
Okay.
All right.
When in our spare time that we don't have much of.
Yeah, right. Well, we get
spare money.
Hopefully we get more of that as we get older. Yeah. Where'd y'all get this one from?
I got it out of Bud.
Close to Mother Neff Park.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody garage, barn, somebody just
in his garage.
Yeah.
He had bought it for his 16-year-old son to redo for his first car to drive to school in.
Yeah.
And they redid it, got it going, and the first day he drove it, somebody stole one of his hubcaps off of it, so he drove it home and said, I'm not driving it again.
Oh, wow.
So they parked it in his garage, and he said he drove it for a little while, and then his sister, had a fight one day at their house, and his sister got mad at him and backed into him, I think.
It's on that. Yeah.
Got mad, ran into him on purpose?
Yeah. Left front fender.
Ran into him on purpose.
He said, this thing I parked in the shed and hadn't messed with it. So, yeah.
I'll be. That is crazy. So she ran into the car on purpose?
Yes, because she was mad at her brother. And they were adults already, so.
Wow. Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, I had to hurt my sister if I did that. She did that.
Dealer installed air. That's not a 6-cylinder car, right?
Yes, it is 6-cylinder.
Or like 6-cylinder car.
3-speed.
So this is similar to the one, like I said, we just bought. It was a 66. It had the dealer installed air conditioning in it.
It shows it was registered right.
Well, you got new seat covers for it. You ready to do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They might be old as the ones that's on it. That's actually something that just about anybody can do. It's actually about easier than most people think it is. You've probably done it already. Yeah. Just hog-nose pliers and some staples and cut it off. Door solid on it. That's really good. Very cool.
Stuck between what, second and third gear?
Yeah, the transmission
was messed up. Where these latches are on these. Should know I just got one.
Yeah.
There you go. So you decided to paint the engine.
Yeah. And we have had
Chevrolet
it
orange. She was doing that.
Ain't it? But we have had it running.
Standard brakes on it.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a hard car to take back to original. I mean, you've got it right here.
Everything is. It's be easy to do.
Gas cap, 65.
Yeah.
I think since it was such a late model.
And these will have the generator on.
It's got a generator.
Yeah, it's got a generator on the 64.5. I'm really working hard to try to find a 64.5 convertible. My father-in-law had one, and my wife learned to drive stick in it. It was a D-code car that was one of the few 289 cars in 64.5. And when it came time for her to learn to drive a standard, he decided to teach her in that. And it was a fully restored red-on-red convertible. And I know it's in Central Texas somewhere. It's here somewhere. Somebody's got it. And hoping that someday somebody calls me. I post on all the pages all the time about it, hoping that somebody's got it out there somewhere. If there's one in Central Texas, it's probably it. Yeah. So, well, let's go look at your other ones. You said you have more, right?
Yes.
All right, let's go look at some more. So, she said you have an old truck in here too?
Yeah, kind of scattered. Well, there's some of it's in here, some of it's in a trailer down in the pasture.
What is it?
It's a 47 Ford.
All right.
It was we got it out of my grandparents' garage. It was in there.
Your grandparents, or?
Yes,
yeah?
My grandparents. It was parked in there in 1964.
So you said that black Mustang had run at one point? Or y'all got it started?
Yeah, we've got it running, and I had to
redo the transmission on it. And
Yes.
And this one is a
this is a 65.
65. So y'all like that first gen,
Well,
first series of the first gen.
yeah, that's
Can we take this? You might take this off.
this is my high school car.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you've had this one since new, or you bought it
since 1975?
75. So it was you bought it 10 years old.
Yeah.
And you drove this one in high school.
That was my high school car.
This must be a 289 car.
It is.
The young man was driving it. Awesome. So why Mustang?
Just came across it at that time, 15-year-old kid. It ain't hard to convince one to get one.
No, it's not at all. But you weren't a Ford guy, or you became a Ford guy?
Always been.
Always been.
Pretty much always been. Of course, I've had Chevrolets and Dodges and Jeeps, of course.
Yeah, lots of Jeeps.
Yeah, so. Yeah. But mostly Ford.
Mostly Ford.
Yeah. Well,
very cool. Let's open the hood on this one and see what we got.
Same place.
You drive this one on.
This one is well, I hadn't got the current tag. The tag is sitting in the seat. It is insured and
ready
registered.
to go.
Yes.
15 or 16, he decided he wanted to drive it, so they got it back up and running. And
what is a standard 2?
Yes, 3-speed.
Oh, nice.
3-speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the interior is not.
It looks well loved.
Oh yeah, it's
I tell people all the time. So we restore cars, and when we're done with them, they're restored to the level that you're almost afraid to drive them, and they're not nearly as much fun. Then.
You know what this is, don't you?
Yes, I do. The car she just bought had an 8-track player in it. And I told her, so we've got to go out and find an 8-track now and see if it still works. We have a car that it's almost finished. It started this week. We took a 70 Mach 1.
Oh, yeah.
And we coyote swapped it. But I didn't do anything to the body on it on purpose. I left the body exactly like it was. It's a one-owner. It's a one-owner car. The paint's not great, but the body's straight.
Yeah.
But I'm like, as soon as you paint it, then you don't want to drive it. You have to worry about everybody next to it, bumping it, doing it. So like this, I'll be able to drive it. I won't have to worry about anybody else. I'll just be able to drive it. You got to enjoy it. Now, the ones that, honestly, I go to car shows all the time, and the ones I want to see are the ones that people haven't restored, because they always have stories behind them. It's always that was my grandmother's car, and she drove it for years, and it's got this rust, and it's got that dent, but that dent's from this, and there's always a story behind those cars, and they're much more interesting. I tell people all the time, the stories about cars are much more interesting than the
better
cars.
Than that. Yeah.
A lot more interesting than the cars.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, people fall in love with cars because of the stories. And, Dad had this when I was a kid, and I remember it. And
I always wanted a Mustang when I was growing up, and my mom and dad wouldn't let me have it in the first car because they were afraid I would kill myself. I was a tomboy, and I did have a heavy foot.
Yeah. So what did you get?
Mazda B2000.
Okay. All right. I think I had one of those, actually. The Monte Carlo would have its own way. The Mazda B2000 wouldn't. Yeah, her first car was a Mustang with an EcoBoost in it. Now she's got a Mustang GT. So
okay.
Yeah. So
all right.
Taking that up a notch.
Good.
She caught the Mustang bug too. Our house, our family. I think we now own 10. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, y'all are invited to come to the shop anytime, and you can see just about every generation. I think the only one we don't have now is I don't have the 98 to 03.
Which I think technically you do, but it's not yours.
Yeah, there is one there. Her boyfriend has one. Her boyfriend has one at the shop. So I think that generation, and then you have the brand new one. So I guess technically at the shop on any one day, there's
me and Bradley have everybody's stuff.
There's 60. We have a 66, 67 that's I pulled out of the back of somebody's yard. They were going to crush it. A 68 Shelby that's been resto modded, a 69 Boss 429, a 70 Boss 302, a 70 Mach 1,
an 89. We don't have a 71 through 73. And we
Got
don't.
any Mustang twos?
We don't. And so my question is, and this would be a good question for everybody on the internet. Do we have to have a Mustang too? I don't know if that really counts as a Mustang. Since I'm not going to buy a Mach-E.
No.
So
no.
am I required to buy a Mustang too if I'm going to have the entire collection? I think most people's consensus is yes.
Well, yeah.
Maybe the Cobra.
There's a lot of people that are for the Mustang too, but I don't know. I never was a big fan of them myself.
No, I did see a guy modify one time.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. It almost looked like an '07 when it was done the way they did it. Really, really cool looking car. But so that would be a question: is if I'm going to have one in all the years, so I have to have one of those.
I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Yeah, I have an '89 that's a McLaren. So McLaren for a little while did like Shelby and
okay.
And Roush, and then I have a '07 Roush for that body style, and then I have a 11 California Special for that body style, and then a Mach 1 for the 21 Mach 1 for that body style. So we've got almost every body style, and I think it's weird that they call all these first generation, but there's 3 iterations of first generation, and I don't think they're the same car in any way. Actually, 4. I guess you say 64 to 66, 67 to 68, 69, 70. And then 71 through 73. So like 4 iterations of that car. And they're really not the same.
No, not even close.
No. I think there has something to do with the underpinnings of it were similar, but everything else is nothing alike. I guess I should know more about that with all the stuff I know about them. But
many years.
So you tore this one apart.
Yeah,
you blew it apart. So what's the plans for this car? When you're done with it, what's it gonna be?
Basically back to original, but I want a black mirror finish on it. It was my aunt's, but she had a driver's license but never drove.
Yeah.
And my uncle bought it for her. She said that if he got it up and running, she would start driving again.
Yeah.
Well, my goal, once he just got bad health, I bought it. He finally let me buy it after all the years of harassing him about it. And I was going to get it up and running and take them out, but unfortunately they passed away about 2 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I never just
Is this a 289 car too?
Yes. 289 automatic.
Did as we could, and my goal was to do it all on my own.
Yeah.
He was watching me, making sure I was doing what I told him what I needed to do while he was doing his own thing. And I got this far, and then I was like, okay, well, you can finish it. So we hurried up and get it done. But of course, 2 kids growing up, college and all that. And the money kind of went somewhere else, and it's just kind of sits here now.
I know all about that.
We work on it every now and then. But.
That back there?
What?
They say been out of college for almost 10 years. So then I'm wondering, why ain't you fixed it?
Yeah, he's a mechanic.
Now that you got all this time on your hands.
Yeah, we paid for him to be a mechanic.
Yes.
So him and his brother could be doing this for mom.
You are the perfect candidate. Well, when he gets really good at fixing these old cars and gets yours done, come look me up. That's what we do.
He can.
I lived in Midland for a while.
Yeah, he can just go out to the fire station and right into your door.
Yeah, there you go. You're welcome to come by. We have people stop in the place all the time. And we're having an open house actually when they're having that Tanglefoot on September 13th. We're going to put a bunch of cars outside, kind of display them, and let people come look at them and come inside the shop and look around. We're as part of that, so the downtown will be pretty full, so it should show pretty well.
Part of it, and there's some hanging up over there.
There's a hood up there.
Yeah.
Where's the cab? Oh, there's the nose.
Cab is in the trailer down in the pasture.
Okay, so it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. There's part of the motor in there.
Trailer, same place.
Another 65.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So on this one, looks like you started on suspension.
Yes,
because those control arms look new.
Yes, all that is new. Everything but the spring.
So the motors now. So you build a motor. Your fenders and stuff.
There, one of them was trash, but
I'm actually gonna go meet a guy probably next week that has everything that you need for this car. He's looking at unloading a bunch of parts. So watch that episode and he'll have some contact information there. I may buy a bunch of it just to. He's wanting to clear out everything he has. So
We're supposed to go visit him next week, and he's got body parts, engine parts, interior parts. He's everything. He's got it all. So the other one that you have, it's in a shed?
It's in a trailer.
What condition is it in?
It's fair to worse.
Yeah. Are you using it as a parts car, or you want to restore it?
Thought about restoring it to make money to restore our other ones that we're keeping.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And it's complete car.
Is it 289 car also?
289, 3-speed.
A friend of ours had it, and it was his for a long time, and then he had it parked in the garage.
Yeah.
I mean, in the pasture. And he said, "Well, I know you got Mustangs. You interested?" I said, "Sure."
Coupe.
Yes. And he quoted us decent. So
yeah.
We went and loaded it up, and I think the rats had chewed some stuff off, and he fixed them, and it started up pretty quick. I got it running.
Yeah,
it's
running, but it's
yeah.
So the couple that had this one again, so they were
my aunt and uncle.
Your aunt and uncle had this car, and they were storing it outside or stored inside.
He lived right down here around that short corner.
Yeah.
You go down, there's a house back that burnt down right there. He had a shop there that they've since torn down, and he had it wasn't being redone. He was just repainting it because he was a mechanic, worked on watches and clocks and stuff too.
Yeah.
So he actually, in his spare time, he got it running, and then he gave it the primer coat, and then basically
stopped there.
And decided, because he had all kinds of strange cars out there in his thing before.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was selling
weird
anything.
What happened to all those?
He sold them all before.
Oh, wow.
He told me he was selling, and when he called me, he said, "Hey," I said, "what about that one that takes all those batteries? There's some kind of funky little thing that took regular, like 8 or 10 batteries.
Yeah.
It was street legal and all that." I mean, that's what I always played in it when I was little.
Yeah.
And that was my play car when we go over there with no other kids. And he goes, "Oh, I already sold all those. I was saving the Mustang for you if you wanted it."
Oh, wow. I wonder what all he had. That would have been interesting to look at. That's the kind of stuff you want to find.
He had some odd stuff. It was very odd stuff.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff you want to find. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff I'd love to find these stories.
That's what he liked. So different ones didn't like the original stuff that most people had.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you for showing them to me.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Glad you came by.
Like we said in the deal, eventually, as we get to the end of these, we may, help somebody get one of them running or something. Okay. So we might holler at you with this one, maybe see if I can get the motor in and get it running. But we're gonna do a few more before we figure out which one it is. But it'd be cool to do that. It's got a good story behind it.